Oh.
Hey, come and sit. Okay. I'm gonna chime in on your 2 cents for tonight.
Sometimes I'll make it all left wasted. No one can
Fucking
make
Wicked.
it
God damn it.
go away.
Get the Boonedockers on that.
All right, welcome everybody to another edition of Ms. Bomey Zone. Apparently, they're launching us early.
Wow.
Way early.
We're 3 minutes early. Holy moly! Wow.
What the hell? I just don't understand that. What?
My heavens! Well, while we're waiting for people to get in here, because they're just probably going, "What the heck? What? Let me make sure we're all tight." Give me a sound check on you.
Okay, wait. I
Nope,
gotta
got
do
you. No, I got you. You're good.
there. Okay.
Okay.
Eric, where do I go for the chat room again? So I gotta tell you something. Hi everybody, welcome to the show. I gotta tell you something really quick. Thursday night, we come home and we get something delivered to us, and on the package it says Ms. Bomey. And I thought, I didn't order anything. Girls' dinner party's over with. I'm not getting anything. I got 2 pizzas from New York sent to me. Now, you know who this individual is, and I'm not going to really name because I don't know if he really wants me to go there or not. But it was like, he sent a text message to Eric and said, don't stop for tacos on the way home for dinner. And I thought, well, that's kind of an odd thing to say. What the hell? So, yeah. So tonight we had our pizzas. One had red sauce, spinach, and mozzarella on it, and the other one had kale and
Kale
sauce
Some kind of peppers.
and some kind of peppers on it. Excuse me. It was really good. So thank you to my friend in New York for sending me the pizzas.
Hey, J Doug's here. All right, yeah, we went early.
Hello.
Everybody's rolling in the door right now. Going, they're live. Why are they live? They put us live early.
So I don't know how many of out there that can have bragging rights that your friend sends you pizza to your door, but I just did. So there you go.
That's pretty super duper badass there. It's like, what you guys have for dinner? New York pizza? Really? Where do you get that in Minnesota? No, we don't get it in Minnesota. What? We get it from New York.
Yeah, I have a friend.
You got to make it sound cooler, though. You got to say we had New York pizza. Had it flown in.
Yep. That's for sure. So that I just had to share that with you because I thought it was kind of funny.
That is cool. That's
Yeah. So that was a nice surprise.
yeah. Pizza's flown in from New York. Yeah, duh. Yeah. Nice surprise. Yeah. I had chicken thighs, but it had boondockers on it, so you know.
I was gonna say, did it have boondockers on it? Because
Listen though, I have an emotional issue. Boondockers is on everything now, so I have like.
Oh my God, you are so addicted.
I have 8 bottles on standby, girl. Are you kidding
oh
me?
my God, you are addicted. 8 bottles on standby. Most people have flights on standby. John's got barbecue sauce.
Not just barbecue sauce. I was told I had somebody else the other day that tried to go, yeah, that's pretty damn good. I went, pretty damn good. I went, well, try the other one. And they went, wow, that was the spicy one. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I said, well, it's very good. They go, wow, do you have extra of that? I went, no, I have enough for me. And they were like, well, what's enough for you? And I was like, I have enough for me. Like, well, you should give me something. You should buy your own. And they actually looked right at me and went, did you actually just tell me to buy my own? And that's when I realized that, you know what?
You got a problem. You're not even sharing.
I have a problem.
You're not sharing. You're not playing nice.
And the worst part was is he tried to play that whole friend shit on me. Yeah, he was running. He said, "Oh, I guess my friend level just got done." I'm thinking, you know what? I guess it did. Don't pull that on me.
Yeah, there goes your friendship level.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
lost points.
Listen, you know what?
You've lost
I could sit in a room with a lot of people and I wouldn't get anything. But I sit in a room with a bottle of Boondockers, I'm happy. I'm happy.
and life is good.
That's right.
Looks like we got Smile Money's now joined us in the chat room. And Boondocker said he can't afford to pay John his salary as a salesman. Good one.
But so tonight,
Yes.
recapping. Oh, by the way, how'd you like my selections for that, for the pro?
Oh my God. You know, I got to tell you something really quick. I called Mary and I said, you got to check out, you know, I gave her the link so she could check out the, you know, promo that you did. She's like, oh my God, 2 things. 1, I look a mess, and 2, I need to go on a diet. She's like, thanks, John. Well, you know, women are never happy with the way that they look. That's just a fact of life. But she really enjoyed the promo, by the way, after she got over that comment that she made. So that was kind of fun to share it with her.
She's a doll, and she's funny as hell. What is she? I mean, good God Almighty! We've had her on the show several times. She's a blast. She's a blast. Wendy is a blast. Okay?
Yes.
Your, we'll just say, small blonde, really wild freaking cousin is pretty cool. She's a badass as well. You're she's your cousin, right?
Yes.
She's a trip.
Try growing up with her.
She is a trip, and your aunt, right? Is it your aunt?
Yes.
Oh my God, oh wow, she's scrappy as hell. She didn't start, but once everybody was going, she's like, "So we all in this? All right, good, let's go." What the hell? Who cares? Let's talk wieners.
Yeah, she puts the fun in any event that she's partaking in.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And I have Eric here sitting in with me because I'm gonna have him chime in, you know, throughout the show for a little bit because.
She says chime in, folks. What she really means is there's some areas of the evening that are blank for her, and Eric's gonna tell her what happened.
I'm in
I don't know
charge.
what you're talking about.
I'm in charge of remembering.
You're in charge of remembering. So yeah. So let's talk about Jim for a minute, even though that he's not here. Which I forgot. Should have invited him too. He played along quite well with all my crazy friends.
I have to admit he did very, very good. I saw him stumble a few times.
Yes.
Especially more towards the end of the evening. And then all of a sudden you got like 6 girls just hit you and it's like, stumble. You stumbled. And when you're around those girls, don't stumble.
You can't stumble.
No. If you stumble, that's a sign of weakness.
Yep.
They get the forks and knives out. Dinner is served.
But I was surprised at how well that he actually did. And I think he was surprised at some of the things that were said.
I could tell he was. If you weren't staring, I popped him up on the screen many times and just left it there because when all of a sudden, when Wendy and Pam start going, when those two start going,
I know.
I mean, after like about a minute or a minute and a half, if they stay focused on each other, everybody else just falls away.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh yeah. Oh, whoa, some of the stuff that gets said.
Well, let's talk about Pam, my sister-in-law, for a minute. So doing the introductions, getting all into it, and kind of I thought, okay, I'll have a moment to kind of ease everybody into it. And then all of a sudden she's like, let's talk about sex and wieners. Let's go. And it was like, what the hell just happened?
It's like, welcome to Miss Bomey's show. Let's talk about sex and wieners. I mean,
And the funny thing is that she wasn't doing any of that when we were sitting down for dinner prior to getting on the show. And then I remember my aunt standing there going, who are you? You are not the same person we left in the dining room.
oh yes, once they get on the air, it's like,
It's a free for all.
oh yes, something happens, they change.
Well, that's for sure. It is just funny just to see, because that is one thing that's funny, because everybody was sitting down at the dining room table. We'll all be eating, having a good time, having a good conversation. Everybody's getting along. There's no problems. And then all of a sudden it's like time for the radio show, and it's like some people turn from Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde. Yes, it was the night of Zima and Long Island iced tea. You're absolutely right, Smile Money.
Well, I don't think it was the night of Zima and Long Island iced tea. I think it was the night of Long Island iced tea, because you guys didn't drink any Zima. I saw Mary drink. I think Mary had a couple. Well,
You guys wrecked it for me, and you told me it was beer. So then I was like, no, I can't touch that. Can't go there. Don't touch that.
I have shocked a whole bunch of people that went, oh, I love wine coolers. You go, really? You like wine coolers? They go, yeah. I'll bet if there was ever one made, it'd probably be nice. And they go, I have them all the time. No, you don't. If you read what it says, malt beverage, stop and think about that. Then go get a beer out of the fridge and look at it and go, what the hell is this? Malt beverage. Same thing. So your wine coolers, fake. They're beer. All of it's beer. What they do is they literally go, we will lie to you and you'll believe it. And you do it. And then they go, we just sold her a 4-pack of beer for $12. And she bought it.
She bought it.
And so, well, yeah, but I love the raspberry. You go, is there really a raspberry in it? They go, artificial flavor. There's nothing in it. It's literally, they're just screwing you out of all the money. That's it.
Yep.
Same thing for Zima.
Yeah, thanks, Zima. Not so much. Let's talk about what J-Dad put in there. The night of the word for the night was linoleum.
And I kept saying, there was landing strips, unruly, and hardwood floor. Then all of a sudden, here comes her cousin. Linoleum. I'm like, what the hell? I always thought hardwood floor was no. I was like, no. She's like soft. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then
that was the word of the night.
And then we go from that to boys better start being clean. I'm like,
well, you got a manscape. Come on.
What the hell is going on here?
Manscaping 101.
It was like, then there's like we see two victims in front of us. We can't say anything to Eric because he's serving drinks. So you two are dirty. You two are dirty. And it's like, what the hell?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Eric got off scot-free because he was serving drinks.
Well, I don't know about that. So that I just want to bring that up for a second. So Eric, you've been doing these parties for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
One, I just got to say thanks for being patient, and two, thoughts.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same. The one thing that amazes me is there has never been a dramatic moment.
No.
Everybody just gets along and has fun, tells stories, laughs, and have a good time. I mean,
pick on John.
Yeah, pick on John.
Yeah. Send me to the therapist. Around the world they go, what day is it? It's February. Oh, you know what's gonna happen? The girls' night soon. Yay, we get paid. Yay, we get paid. Just me bawling in the doctor's office going, I was being nice. I was being nice. She told me to whoop out my pee-pee. I don't even know why.
Pre-Dawn is in the chat room.
Linoleum. Yeah, he said he wanted a Canadian hand job.
Yeah. That's what.
Well, yeah, see, Smile Money's got it right. Linoleum is something cheap to cover the hardwood floors. The hardwood floor was what I was always told. That was the class, the hardwood floor. And then, just in case you're dealing with somebody, that's not quite as swift, you might have a landing strip, waving them in. And then other times it's
Cool landing strip too. Don't forget about that.
And then other times it's in the bush. Oh yeah, by the way, hopefully there's no kitties listening tonight.
Yes. But I'm sure the shower people are having a good laugh right about now.
Yeah. I think there's a whole lot of them that had a whole lot of laughs right the next day. Oh my Lord. 450 people the following day were I was like, wow.
What? That was crazy. But yeah, I do have to agree with, Eric's statement. I mean, we had 10 girls this time. And really, not that it's a lot of girls, but you're talking different personalities and stuff. And it does always amaze me that everybody gets along. Yeah. And some of the people don't know, like Mary's sister Gail, she didn't know any of us this time.
You can't have two chicks on Orange County Housewives without the drama.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, I just want to say I just placed an order for 6 bottles of Boondockers.
Oh, thanks, John. Look what you started now.
Christine, I want you to think about something. This is the important part. And I need everybody who's listening to think this because this is important. Listen, boy. He could have run out.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay, well then how could you subject him to that again? He could have run. And now it could have been he ran out again. I mean, how many times can you let this happen in your house, Christine? You can't let this happen.
I'm not a crackhead that's addicted to it like you. I'm just saying that we used it for the girls' party when I did the pulled pork, which was really good, by the way.
And I was so jealous, I made pulled pork the same night.
See, admit, you really wanted to be here.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. But if I showed up there, I would have showed up. You know those tomato. You know what a tomato cage is?
Yes.
I would have gotten a bigger tomato cage and wrapped it in barbed wire, and had my head just poking out the top, and I'd have been like, "Okay, this is my uniform tonight. You guys all back the hell up. Back the hell up."
I can just see John. Bring it on now.
Back
I'm
up.
ready. Bring it.
This is Constantino. It ain't cheap barbed wire. Bring it. Eric mixed Zima with vodka. Oh.
Yeah.
It didn't help.
No, it won't.
Nothing helps that girl's I hate to tell you, it's nothing. So, question.
Yeah.
What's for the last 2 years that we've done this? What is the one thing that's really memorable that stands out in your mind that either somebody said or did?
Oh,
I'm curious.
Oh, God.
Eric's like, oh, God. He's over here going, whoa.
I gotta go potty. I'll be back.
I mean, your cousin and Wendy always stand out in my mind because they're like.
What does that say about me? Because one I'm related to, and the other one's the best friend.
Well, yeah, and then you've got Pam. I'm not saying Pam doesn't have a filter. I think she saw one once. I think Pam saw a filter once, yeah, but she didn't like it, so she moved on.
She just said, "Screw this shit," threw it away, and she was off and running.
She's like, "What's that? It's a filter. What are those for? Stupid people! Get that thing away from me."
Hold my beer.
Yeah. I would have to say probably as the night begins. In the very beginning, everyone's going to be everybody. But as the night begins to get on, by about an hour or so in, then you start getting the girls taking their position in the seats.
Yes.
And then as soon as they sit down, it's like they're one way standing up, but when they sit down in front of the mic, now they can sit. Okay, I want to ask you. and that's when when Wendy points at that camera and goes, I want to ask you.
You're in trouble.
What?
You are in trouble.
Are you manscaping? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Oh,
When she does that, you're in
wow.
But with Pam, you never know when it's coming. You know it's coming, but you just don't know timing wise when she's.
Well,
just
yeah,
gonna-
and she doesn't have Pam doesn't have a.
There's nothing to lead into it.
Wendy has a lead in. Even your cousin has a lead in. Pam does not have a lead in. If everyone goes, the worst thing you could do is this, Pam may start with that.
Yes.
She may just start with that.
She does.
There's no warm up for her or anything like that whatsoever at all. She just goes, we're going to treat this like a giant block of concrete falling out of a plane. Whew, there it goes. Can't stop it now, can we, kids?
Yep.
Taking out shit as it goes. On the way down. Look at that shit go.
Watch it fly.
Yeah, Pam just goes, okay, hammer down.
Yeah.
Hammer broke, stuck.
Thank
Same question.
Thank you, Stephen.
Same question.
Memorable about this year?
Well, any year. It doesn't have to just be this year. Any year. What do you think? You gotta have something.
John's got that look like the house is burning.
No, I heard the dog barking. I'm like, when you get 4 or 5 barks, it's one thing. Is when you get a whole bunch in a row, is another.
Well, maybe I missed. See, I come in here and I try to forget what I'm hearing.
Especially because your sister is here.
Well, coming from the dining room where all the girls are, because the show hasn't started yet.
God, yeah.
There's some sort of story going down in there about a girl sticking Skittles in her vagina. Well, somewhere in there, the girl.
Wait, okay, hold on.
I-
Did you say there were these girls, or you were hearing a story?
This was the dinner
They
conversation.
were talking about some story about some girl sticking Skittles in her vagina. But somewhere the girl forgot about the Skittles, and
Went to the doctor.
hours later the Skittles are now dissolving, and there's all sorts of weird colors coming from said
beginning.
area of the girl's body. And I couldn't help it. I just stuck my head in the room and said, "Taste the rainbow."
And that was it. Everybody at the table lost it. Thank God nobody was drinking or putting food in their mouth because they would have been choking on it. We were laughing so hard. And let's see, who else? Oh, Gunwild just joined us.
Yeah, that was a wild night.
Pre-Dawn is saying sorry to my sister. She's the one that the show is on. The show is on for like 32 seconds, and John says, "Hi, Pam." And Pam says, "Hey, have you ever had a 5-cell D Maglite in your ass?" I mean,
That's what I mean. There's no lead up with Pam. There's no warm up.
usually you wait for the lighter to come out to light the fuse.
Yeah.
Pam just blew up.
No, Pam just walks out and goes, "Hey, what would you do if I shoved this up your ass?"
Would that feel good?
Matter of fact, ever had one there? That's Pam.
Did you like it?
Yeah, there you go. That's the other half because she went. You can admit it. Just admit it.
You like it.
Did you like it? Would you do it again? You're like, just, oh my God. You don't know where to run. You just don't know where to run.
The one that caught me off guard, sorry, Erica, it could make your ears bleed again, was when she said, "What's with you guys sticking your wiener between our boobs?" I just about lost it. I'm like, where in the hell did this come from? Because we weren't even talking anything about that. And here's the other thing I got to say, which I thought was funny. We'd sit there and talk about all this shit of, just busting balls with the manscaping and the cha-chas and whatnot. And then the conversation would steer away from that, and we'd be talking about
Thank you,
the
Jeremy.
music or something else. And then all of a sudden, Pam would jump back in, and we're back to talking about sex and ball
Well,
busting.
yeah, it's like her job was to keep it on Raunch.
Yeah.
This was about Raunch. You guys started getting all normal, talking about music. Screw that. Raunch it goes. We're back.
Yeah, like Jeremy just said, I'm sorry. If I have to really physically get the proverbial tattoo, it will say exit only. Keep your finger away from there.
Well, that's what Jim said, too.
That was funny. Why do you guys want to stick your wiener in our boobs? I mean,
I think that was one of the moments where Jim was just like, what just happened?
you just met Pam.
That's that Pam again. The funny thing that I find that I noticed the last couple of years that we've done this on the radio show is the same people that gravitate towards the front.
Oh, yeah.
Come and sit down. The rest will just kind of be back there hanging out, listening, checking it all out.
Oh, yeah. They're giggling.
Oh, yeah.
But
They're
they
giggling and having a good time.
stay on the other side of the sink, though.
Yes.
They're like in the pathway there. They go in, they go out.
Yeah, you don't cross this line.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
then there's a row of hardcores, though. There's a whole row of hardcores that just pop in. Christine gets up for a minute and goes to get some. Next thing you know, someone sits in the seat and goes, now it's me.
Oh yeah, yep. I remember that too. Because when some people were leaving and I went to go say goodbye to them, I come back and here's Wendy and Chris and they're just taking over. I'm like, all right.
I might be
Why not?
I might be interpreting this wrong, but Steven at Boondockers might actually like a little finger slippage.
And pre-done, I'm a sink dweller.
I don't even want to
Oh
know.
my god! You realize that this is going to be like the last 2-3 shows I've had explicit.
Trust me, I already hit the button.
Naughty.
I hit that button real quick. I was like, we're talking about a night of nothing but explicit. I'm gonna go with yeah.
Yeah, I better hit that button now.
Yeah, I think I'll hit it now. But oh my heavens, yeah. The finger in the ass was a controversy. That was like a whole.
Oh god, yeah. It never surprises me some of the things that Pam will say. It will never surprise me because I know that there's always something tucked in the back of that little mind of hers.
But
And
it was like she'd been sitting there chomping at the bit for a year.
Yeah.
And she's like, and I mean, we're like, oh, welcome everybody. She's like, enough with the freaking pleasantries. So you want me to stick this in your butt?
Oh, so okay, quickly, we got Steven from Boondockers is evidently ass curious. And Jeff Gunwild 1 is wondering if the girls show made it on iHeart.
Yes, it did.
It did. And Pre-Don says when he's here and we have a show, he says, I'd like to be behind the sink.
Oh, that's the sink dweller comment. Okay.
And
Yes.
that's where everybody who's not on the front row wants to go back there. They all hang out back there. They lean over by the fridge, lean on that little tiny counter area, stand over by the sink, over by the stove. They just hang out right there in a circle. And they cruise around and move positions, and they glance over and go, oh, it's just a real tiny little screen over there. And a few of them I did see. Now the one blonde-haired girl, she boogied once. She took off. I think we overdid it for her. She's younger one. She was hanging out by the coffee maker a lot.
Oh, that would be my friend Tammy.
I think she was young.
Grade school.
Huh?
We've known each other since grade school. She's got stories.
I thought we shocked her because I saw her eyes pop open and she kind of like went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going in the dining room. And she was gone.
I didn't have time to warn her because she wasn't here last year when we did this.
Oh.
So it got
Wait a
so
minute.
busy.
So she walked
then-
in. She just walked into this.
Oh, she did really because she said to me because I had posted on Facebook, the girls' party's coming, blah blah blah. So then she messaged me and said, "Are you I see you're doing the party this year." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Are you planning on coming?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, okay, great." And then I went about telling her, what to bring and stuff, and completely spaced it out.
Have you talked to her since the party?
Briefly.
Oh, because one minute she was here and the next minute she was gone.
Yeah, no, she didn't boogie because she really couldn't handle us because she knows me and how crazy I am.
Okay.
She had a family.
I just saw her there, and then I saw her eyes open once. And
Yeah.
it was like she scooted off over. And they said, "No, I never saw her again." I'm going, "Ooh, well, I think we might have just
No,
had
yeah.
our. We might have just had our 15th victim."
Nope. She's known me for a long time. She knows how it goes. No, she had something going on with her family, got a message and just needed to leave early, and so. But she said what she saw and heard was really fun and wished that she could have stayed.
Oh,
So.
What
And
do you
it scared
say?
her off.
If you ever had a woman try and slip her finger in your head, it's a mood killer. I would have to agree. That would definitely dampen the moment.
I have a story, but it may be completely inappropriate.
Well, it's already explicit, so.
I would be the guy that would go, "You know what? It was really cool knowing you. You're hot, but I'm gonna have to say it's time to go."
See,
'cause, yeah.
we are not all evidently born equal on the whole curious part.
Are you about to have a confession?
No, the hooker I used to be married to.
Yeah.
Her ex-husband evidently was big time into the exit-only toys. So somehow this was assumed when we got together. And I had one of those, hey, I don't know what you think you're doing, but knock it off.
Yeah, that would definitely be a mood dampener.
Mood killer. Okay? Okay.
Eric looks up and goes, "Weed whackers are for lawn work. Get that fucking thing out of here."
Nope, not. Sorry, Stephen and Boondockers. I was not butt curious at all. I have an anxiety attack when the toilet paper rips.
Thanks, Eric. I'll never look at toilet paper the same way again when I gotta go buy it at Walmart.
Just get a picture of a toilet with police tape all the way around and go, "I need really good toilet paper. Why? So this doesn't happen again."
Yeah.
Yep, I'm not the guy going, "Hey, last time I had a good piece of ass, the toilet paper ripped."
Oh my god. Well, next time when we get together, I'm telling that story to your sister.
Good God. Seriously.
The funny part is when you go, "Her ex-husband was into backdoor toys," I just want to yell out and go, "You're her ex-husband."
Yeah. Yeah, no.
You were number 2. We're talking number 1, right?
Yeah, you got to want to define that number one.
Yeah.
Because people are
Number
confused.
ex-husband number 1 had like a briefcase full of
Because some of us have like high numbers, others have low numbers.
I won't mention any names. I'm a single digit person, John.
Yeah, I'm heading my way towards. I'm heading my way to prove the statement "chicks dig me" for a while.
Years vary, but for a while.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. That's true because my aunt thought you were cute.
Oh my
Speak-
heavens!
Speaking of needing help, the fuck?
I told you that side of the family puts the fun in dysfunctional. I don't know how many. You never believed me till now. Just saying.
I would honestly, because she's loyal to family, in other words, you,
Mhm.
I would be afraid to be in a room alone with her if we weren't married.
You should be.
I would look-
Christine, he won't show me his wiener.
You know what it would look like? It would look like Steven from Boondockers looking it over at a big pork roast.
Wow, chicken, wow, wow.
She's nuts. She is nuts. I can't even imagine what she was like when she was younger.
Oh.
There's probably all
There's
sorts of
stories.
there is probably all sorts of places that she could not legally go in the United States because of obscure laws.
Wait a minute, you can't do that? Oh.
Hey,
Oh.
hey, honey, come over here. Ring, ding, 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 ding. No.
Oh my heavens.
We gotta talk about that. Tell John about the lift experience because she's never done any of that before.
Oh,
That
well-
was hilarious.
Here is the deal. I don't know what the deal. She can't find the keys for her car.
Both sets. She's lost.
She
both
she has
sets.
lost the keys to her own car. Convenient. So Eric volunteers to go get her. But I want to be forthright. I'm a bartender. I might be taste testing some shit to make sure it's right. I am not bringing
Yeah,
her home.
sure.
And Chris is like, that works out because Wendy literally lives about less than a half a mile from
Yeah.
her. If from Wendy's house, if Wendy yelled, "Crazy Diane," Crazy Diane would hear her.
Yes.
So Wendy is supposed to bring her home. Okay. So I've had beers. I've had Long Island teas. I think that night I drank a half a Zima and dumped the rest of it out. My rule is because of the gun, I don't generally leave the house, let alone drive. I won't drive at all anymore if there's any alcohol in my system. I get worried about taking a shot of NyQuil, for God's sakes. So here I am. I am happily feeling what I've drank. About 10:30, Diane is putting on her jacket, packing up her shit, and she goes, "Okay, honey, I'm ready for you to bring me home." And I'm like, that wasn't supposed to be part of the deal. Wendy isn't even shifted out of first gear yet. She's like, click, hitting the go baby go button. I know Wendy's got at least 4 more hours in her. I'm like, oh shit. And my sister, I'm like, maybe I'll just call her Uber. And my sister goes, Uber's really losing ground fast. She goes, I'm hearing a lot of good things about this company called Lyft. So here I am. Diane is like trying to find her shoes. I download the Lyft app. I log in. I'm like, I need a Lyft. I hit the I'm at my address, and I put in Diane's address, and I get Erica's on her way. She'll be there in 5 minutes. And Erica is driving a silver Toyota Prius. They give you the whole description, everything. And the little map, little car pops up, and it's en route to our house. And I just looked at Diane and I said, I'm not gonna drive. I'm not gonna risk it. I said, I have a ride coming for you. I called a company called Lyft. It's like Uber. It's a private company that does like taxi service. And she goes, okay. You know, she's acting still a little nervous. And I'm just like, I showed her the app. I said, her name's Erica. There's her picture. There's a picture of her car. If that car doesn't show up out front and a picture of her, we should be worried. If not, just get in the goddamn car and go home. I'm paying for it. So the car pulls up exactly when it's supposed to. Diane walks out, opens the door, goes to get in the car, turns back to the house and yells, she doesn't have a wiener. What the hell? But she
Christine,
did.
You have got one special family. I'm telling you. and Chris, I'm doing a generalization of the last time I had talked to Chris. We're on air, and I'm going, oh yeah, last time I talked to Chris, I was like, she's like, oh, la 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 la, some guy was running, he stopped, took a shit. She stops right there. That's not what I said. I didn't say he was running and stopped and took a shit. No. And then she proceeds to correct. I guess I can't generalize. Gotta get it right, John. I'm cracking up going, she's correcting me. I was just doing a there and about.
She do that all the time. She would do that all the time. But she didn't really talk about shitters as much as I thought she was going.
No, she didn't. She just
That's
corrected me. She corrected me on my shitter talk and set me straight on putting out improper shitter statements. She did do that.
Yep, you got to make sure you're using the shitter in the right context.
Right. It was certainly a riot.
Oh, it definitely was.
And we got to come up with what we're going to have people do for next year's promo. This year was supposed to be dance silly in public somewhere. What are we going to have them do for next year? Because I got to start getting this out.
I don't know. I got to figure something out, too, because after everybody went home and the next day I'm getting text messages and stuff, and they're like, that was really fun. We should do it again this summer. Oh, you people, you're killing me. Not to mention, I think I would kill you, John, because you'd be like, no, can't. Once here, that's it. No.
It's a big promo to pull off.
Yeah.
But we got to figure out what I got to put out for everybody to do. I'm going to go after your friends too.
Good luck with that one.
Why you got you look, you got Pre-Dawn and his miss Caitlin. Caitlin could do something. Whatever we figure out, Caitlin could do something. You got there's lots of girls that could do something. It's only 10 it's 10 seconds on camera.
Going to do
Hey,
it.
ask Caitlin to do the moonshine trick.
No. No moonshine.
If I had a grenade filled with moonshine, she could not have gotten more of it across everything in the basement than she did that night.
Oh, that's right. She spit it out, right?
Look, she almost died. I felt bad.
There you go. Caitlin would do a clip.
Well, I know Caitlin would, but if you're talking about the rest of my friends, good luck because they're not going to.
Well, you got Mrs. K. I'm just saying, if you get a few of the gals that you know, it might be fun to have them in there. We'll figure out.
I'll ask, but
ask Wendy. Wendy will do something. I'm sure. You just gotta figure. We just gotta figure out number one. What do we want to ask people to do this time?
Yeah.
Nothing. You don't do anything crazy. Just like that was fun. Dance in public. Just 10 seconds. Dance in public. At a public place, just dance silly. A lot of people did, and then people started getting weird. Like, I climbed on top of the mountain, and I was like, oh my god, the girl from New Hampshire all the way on top of the Mount Washington. That was like, come on.
That was? Okay,
Yeah,
because someone asked me, and I'm like, I'm not sure where that was.
It's like, oh my god, guys, don't go do it. Don't get really weird. You don't have to do that. Mrs. What's her name in London getting jiggy with it in the middle. People are walking by, and she's like, fuck all of it. Yeah.
That one was good. I have to say.
She went.
She just had the I don't give a shit attitude. I'm
That's
just gonna
right.
do
I'm doing this right now, and she let it roll. People are walking by, looking at her, going, "What the fuck?"
First time I was shot out of cannon. Yep, that's for sure. So, now you've been doing these with me for a while, Eric.
One a year.
I know. So
And I've known you for about 2 years now?
Nice try. So what
he was really saying was, it feels like 2 years, Christine.
What did you think of the very first one when I'm like, do you want to bartend and hang out for the night?
Well, traditionally, it was girls' night.
Yes.
And I was told that the
There's could be no boys allowed.
So maybe it's just me and wanting to be happy that I'm me, but it seems like your friends like me better than the previous
Yes.
hubby.
Yes. I think that's because you were just a lot more fun. You took things in stride. You weren't,
Well, first of all, I think there isn't. I give Christina shit because we just ball bust between each other.
Yeah.
And I give your aunt shit because she's just ridiculous.
She's ridiculous.
She's family.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. Let's put it this way: if it was a boxing match, I couldn't hit either one of them hard enough not to get hit back just as hard. So, and I appreciate the ball busting because that is what our group does, unless you have a real vagina. So the I think what I think is most enjoyable is that the girls have welcomed me in, and it's almost like even though I'm here and they know I'm here, it doesn't stifle any guys out there that think that guys are disgusting. Women can beat us. I swear to God.
Come on. That's so not true.
Whoa. Oh, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Oh, you girls are nasty. You're nasty.
No.
I have never gone to Greg and said, "Hey, Greg, ever wanted me to slip my finger in your butt?"
We don't say that to each other.
Number one. Now listen. I've ran big box places. Okay, I'm just gonna go from this. Okay, about big box retail, Home Depots. I've run them. Okay, now everyone always talks about the guys' bathroom. They pee on the floor. That's it. Yeah, that is it. Yes, it is. They will. They don't give a rat's patootie. They missed. Deal with it. Girls, no. You girls are naughty.
You're talking about the bathroom?
Yes, it's horrible. It's terrifying.
And then they open their mouths and start talking.
You're like, these are women. What in the world? How can they do this stuff?
How do you know about these bathrooms, John?
I ran a menswear. Home Depot. I ran Home Depots, so I would get they come get the manager. I'm not cleaning. I'm not cleaning that. No. That's hazmat. And you go, oh come on, it's a woman's. Oh my freaking God! What is that and how to get here? Put cones around it. Call somebody. Someone get 3E. Get 3E on the phone now.
Just asking for a friend, John, but what's the best way to get a GoPro to stick to the inside of a toilet bowl?
There's actually a suction cup mount.
Pre-Nut says he's in maintenance, so bathroom duties are part of it. Women's bathrooms are nasty.
Oh yes, they are. They're freaking horrifying, and he knows what I'm talking about. I'm being really kind. I'm being really kind because there's certain things that you don't do at a Home Depot, and that is one of them. You don't do that at a Home Depot.
I'm not talking about disgusting bathrooms. I'm talking about the ball busting that goes on. You, on your show, Eric, you talk about real dolls and all kinds of shit like that.
That's normal stuff. What you girls talk about sick.
No.
Well, no. We're talking about real dolls. We had fun. We were on there. We were pretending to build and blah, 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 blah. You girls are like, okay, great. That's cool. Yeah. Can I put my thumb in your ass? That's just messed up. You're messed up.
No.
I can tell you this. If I got paid money for every single time I've been sitting right here at the desk trying to ignore what I'm hearing coming from the other room, and I went, did I just hear what I thought I heard? What the hell?
Example.
Well, finger in a butt. I mean,
Skittles in a vajayjay. I mean, come on. I mean,
Skittles in a
you
vagina?
you don't hear Eric and Jim and me sitting around going, oh, yeah, Skittles in the air. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not. But you girls are like, okay, so then Terry shoved Skittles up her yank, and then okay, and then oh yeah, I went to the doctor, forgot. Oh my God, you girls are crazy. You're nuts. You're crazy.
Well, it was you guys that probably gave the girls the idea to put the Skittles there in the first place. Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay, I said, welcome everybody to the annual girls' night. The next sentence followed me. Who was it by? A guy or a girl?
No, it was me because I was talking.
No, it was Pam. After I said, yeah, welcome to the other guy, Pam's like, okay, boom, and that was it, boom.
No, I did the introductions first, and then Pam just jumped right in, and then it was like game on.
Oh, you just Chris'd me, didn't you? You just totally cousin Chris'd me.
Hello for her waiting.
She just cousin Chris'd me. What the hell?
Jeremy does have a good idea.
What's that?
Pop rocks in a vagina.
Oh my God. We talked about that too.
No way.
Oh, really? So you girls came up with that first. Not surprised at all. Not surprised.
We talked about it on the radio show.
Oh my
when
God.
everybody was sitting here. When they were talking about the landing strip and the linoleum.
Which I still don't understand why it's linoleum.
Just saying.
Pop rocks and the VJ.
You know,
Oh,
that's
my
it.
word.
You better be prepared next year, John, because I think Pam's going to bring up the Skittles again, and then she's going to say something about
I would not be surprised if Pam actually went down to Walmart and bought herself a dry erase board, set it up into weeks, and came up with one raunchy thing to throw at John every week. I only got to do 52. We'll get one, then I'll just hit him for the first hour. Bam, bam, bam.
You know that Chris and Wendy and Pam, they all did have a list for this year because we were talking about that at the dinner table. You're like, okay, we're going to ask John this question about this, and we're going to ask Jim this question about that. Oh, yeah.
Well, not to mention you were giving Wendy material. The hour leading up, she goes, Eric, come here. What? Your wife doesn't know what a golden shower
Oh,
is.
God.
Oh.
I cannot wait until the show. She goes, I have a fucking list going.
Yeah, now I'm curious. Okay,
I Googled it.
I'm just curious. You were born. You grew up. You were in school, high school. You then moved on. You got married. All right. Then you went through the divorce. Now you're married again. Life has moved forward so far from you, and you have no freaking clue what a golden shower is. Probably the original perverted thing, the original sex perverted thing that people did, other than the butt thing, was pee on each other, and you had no clue. You were like, I'm oblivious. I'll go. What, are they going to sprinkle me in powdered gold? Is that what they're going to do? Is this going to be like a whole, like, oh, look, I'm in glitter.
I knew better because it came from Wendy, and she's got 4 brothers, okay? So anytime she brings up any of that stuff, you know that it came from one of those 4. Just saying.
Okay, Jeremy, I like your idea better.
Oh, boy.
Oh, a Pop Rocks blow. Oh, wow. Ooh.
BJ.
I don't know if I would enjoy that. I could get hurt.
Those little rocks can be sharp.
I know, but one of them's a little more powerful than the other one. Blast a little hole. No. I think I might be good about that.
Pee-pee hole pop rocks.
Oh yeah, you knew that. You knew it was coming. You knew it.
Take the pee-pee hole pop rocks challenge.
Yep. Look at Jolson. Don't ruin Pop Rocks for me.
Then he said, I guess it's a good thing I stayed home. Yeah.
Oh my heavens. Cinnamon discs. What the hell is he trying to shove down his pee-pee hole? A cinnamon disc? Holy crap.
Let's see. Most We got Jolson in there, and Poco Loco is in the chat room. Did we miss
Oh my heavens.
else that came that joined? You got J Dog and Smell Money and Gun Wild. I got quite a few people in the chat room. Oh,
Yeah.
so can we talk about the number of people live that night we're listening?
Oh yeah, and I sent you the
Mind blower.
I sent you the wrong email, by the way. I sent you an email with 1,000. You didn't say a word. It was over 2,000.
What?
You were over 2,000.
Shut the front, back, and side door.
I think it was 2160 something. Remember in the middle of the show, I got this email
You
from.
said 1,000, and I.
But
and
do you
I
remember
was
in the
like,
middle of the show, I got an email from them, and they said
Yeah.
So that's what that was. They said one email back to back, and I didn't look. I just saw the first part saying they were going to send something. I didn't bother. I was just talking, and then I sent you that one, but they sent another one as well at the end, towards the end. So it was over
no,
two.
I
It was like
that.
20. It was like 2165 or something like that.
Wow, that is like freaking crazy amazing. I have never, since we never, not on my show,
Yeah,
ever. That's crazy.
yeah. And the bathroom boys went nuts. I
Oh,
showed
yeah.
I showed you that. I showed you that when I was like, that's just freaking weird. That's just weird.
175, and then we're at the end of the show. We're like, make sure you get out of the shower.
It's like, oh my god, you know, it's like, holy crap. The next time I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Who are all these people? And I want to listen to this in the morning. It's like, how many people? What the hell are you people doing in the morning?
That was just insane. That was just crazy. And I just wanted to say thanks everybody that was listening that night, because that was absolutely amazing. We have never had anything like that happen before. That was crazy. And Smile Money was nice enough to mention Blumpkins.
Oh my.
hell to the
Yeah, there was a few little special moments there that, yeah.
Yeah, me and Google and a few special moments. Yeah, we don't need to recap that.
They don't. I don't know why none of them get in the chat room. We have a lot of people that don't get in the chat room. Smile.
Yeah,
We have people that we know that don't ever get in the chat room.
that's true.
They'll just pop on, or they'll text Eric. Sometimes they text Eric, and they're not in the chat room at all. I don't know.
Yes, Gun Wild. Google knows what a Blumpkins are.
Oh yeah, what he said Wendy didn't know that one. What was it that Wendy didn't know? Oh, there's a basket. That was it. She did not know the basket.
No. She didn't know that, but she wasn't totally shocked by it, but she didn't know it.
I'll tell you what, when she jumped in front of the gym on that seat, she hops in the seat and looks right at the camera right in front of the gym. She's like,
Yeah.
shock me.
Yeah, it's like game on.
And Jim's like, blah, not impressed. Shock me.
Well, even some of the comments that people were putting in the chat room. Poco Loco was a good example. She's like, yeah, that's just, no. Next. Kind of was her attitude. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Shock me. Not impressed. Shock me. Oh, wow.
That was funny.
Well, there's
'Cause-
a lot of people that got to experience girls' night now, so I'm sure
Gosh.
next year will be like, psychotic on a new level.
Yeah, could count on one show that will have a lot of people listening.
I'll probably have to sign up for that like therapist online thing so I can have them on the phone. This is what I'm dealing with. Do you see this? Can you hear this?
Do you hear this?
And then I'll start hearing, I don't blame them. I would. Oh, there we go. Fired. Therapist fired. I gave an ex an angry. I don't even want to know what that is.
I don't want to know. I'm not googling it. Alcohol and Google do not make a good combination, people.
Not especially the next day when you're like, what's with these commercials? What are these all about? What the hell? You're like, you pop over to history and you go, oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, okay. I should have deleted all that. Yeah, I should have deleted that.
That was quite a long show, too. I do have to admit.
Yeah, how it was like, was it 2 hours? Almost
2.5.
Almost 2.5. Yeah, I know it went on for quite a while. We had fun. We had a blast. Great time. Fantastic.
Yep. I don't know what an angry pirate is. I don't think I want to know.
They're trying to lure you to Google.
Yeah, no. I don't have enough alcohol in my system for that tonight, thanks.
She did the other night.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell kind of shit was I looking up on my phone?
Oh, yeah.
And Eric's just standing there shaking his pumpkin at me, going, mm-hmm. He didn't warn me.
It's going to be a lot of really interesting advertising for the next week, Christine.
Yeah.
Start getting sex toy ads.
At least they're not male pole dancers.
Oh my god!
Just saying.
Wow, that's public service announcement, folks. When Christine wants one of those in her ad, don't look it up on Google.
Yeah. No.
You have these momentary. You're busy. You're trying to get something done, and you're like, "What? How do I start? How am I gonna? I got to start somewhere." And you're like, it's like a moment of idiot. You just type in. You're like, okay, male pole dancers. You hit enter. You hit enter, and then you have a out of body experience going. No. And the enter button slow motion. You hit enter, and all of a sudden there's like pictures, and you're going, oh wait, no, that is not what I was looking for.
I kind of felt that way with using the Google.
Yeah, delete. No. Can of worms opened. Yeah.
That's about it too. It was just crazy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I do have to say that it is a bit of planning to try to come up with everything and, do what we're doing with the themes and all of that. So.
Okay, that's just messed up.
One time.
Oh, yeah, so.
And Eric survives it beautifully, I have to say so right now.
You should get shirts.
Oh my god, speaking of which, Squirrel, somebody gave me a shirt today that said Moose Knuckle on it with the big circle with the line going through it.
You're kidding.
No, Moose Knuckle.
No Moose Knuckle. Somebody out there does not like Moose Knuckle. What the hell?
So you wear the shirt and the hat, and
There
then
you
you're a walking conflict.
There's my yin and yang. Ta-da!
There you go. I can't decide. Moose Knuckle, no Moose Knuckle. I don't know.
I'm so indecisive today.
I can't figure it out.
Oh my
To
god.
knuckle my moose or not knuckle my moose? That's the question.
Yeah.
Oh my heavens! So I trust all the girls had a good time, right? Have you been in touch with everybody?
Yeah, everybody I pretty much talked to the following day, and they said that they really had a lot of fun. They enjoyed it. They can't wait for the next one. I think this is something now every year that we all look forward to because some of us don't see each other except for maybe, once during the year. So it's nice to just be able to get together and sit down and catch up on things and have some laughs while we're eating dinner and then proceed over here to do the ball busting with you and whoever is the victim of the year. I'm not sure of the year next year, but we'll find one.
That's right. We're going to have a victim next year. Some poor, unsuspecting soul to help stand in front of me and block some of the stuff that they try to throw at me. And
Well, I don't know. Was Jim a very good wingman this year? Or?
Well, at first Jim was like, oh no, never gonna, not gonna. Yeah, he flinched. He flinched. It's even one of them is even in the promo. He's like, "What? Head down, head goes."
Yeah.
His head goes down. He's shaking his head. He's like, "Okay." As Pam and Wendy are high fiving each other because they're gonna tear Jim apart.
Oh yeah, he said something about this isn't what is that? eHarmony.com moment or something. I don't remember that. I'm like, what were we talking about then? I don't even know. And I didn't realize, by the way, that you could record that.
I can do all kinds of things you don't know about.
Well, yeah, heads up next time.
I did. I literally said, I'm going to need a clip.
No.
When I said I was going to need a clip, that's the clip.
I didn't hear that. Where was I?
Sitting in front of me going,
no.
You were doing one of those things,
Mm-hmm.
What, Dottie? Oh my God. Are you feeling like left out or something? What?
That's for sure. Go sit down. I don't have to.
Stalker Steve's not here, but I apologize. I got a link to go to Stalker Steve's show, and I was actually looking for it tonight. But I think I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, you don't look like you're feeling too good right now.
Back is like getting old. Literally.
I'll shoot over and take your place. I'll make sure I go over and say hi.
Make sure everybody gets involved in the.
I'll pop on and say I'm evil me. Good evening.
You can click the link and then really surprise them. He's like,
yeah, that'll be funny as hell. He's like, hi, I'm Ebomi. They're gonna go, Christine, we can see you.
I don't care.
Oh, hi, I'm Eric.
I'll just put my hands in front of my face. Hi, I'm Eric.
Bearded CB, what did you miss? The last 3 seconds of the show. Good job.
Oh yeah. So there was a lot. Oh, and Otis is in there too, besides Bearded CB. So it was good. I think everybody had a good time. It was a lot of fun. It takes a while to get all this figured out for planning and coming up with a theme and doing all that. So
yeah,
and then we got to figure out what we're gonna do for the promo.
What's the theme gonna be next year?
I'm not really sure. This is the first time.
I think it should be pirates.
Pirates. Then Joey would have to be in the hot seat.
There you go. We can make Joey the hot seat guy. Pirates should be your theme. All the girls should come, wearing some pirate attire. And you can send out a real cute card saying, "Are you serious?"
About coming to the party.
Please RSVP. There you go. Pirates would be fun.
Sure.
You could just think of all the pirate booty you could find online for those party stories. You had all the mustaches. You could do all kinds of stuff. You got a blast. Get everybody little plastic dollar store swords. Yeah, they can run around poking each other. Hell yeah!
I know this year was little goodie bag with all the 80s candy and the funny glasses that look like Venetian blinds.
And your drink could be rum.
Well, yeah.
That's a pirate drink.
Mm-hmm.
You could have rum and
all kinds of drinks with rum in it.
Oh yeah.
Good mixology going on there.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I'll have to throw it out to the girls, see what they think. Because I usually do. I usually ask.
Pirates.
See if they're up.
And that way, if they start talking shitters and butts and stuff again, it'll still make sense.
Great.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
Nope. I I didn't. Did not see that one coming.
Took a while to get there, but I got there.
I'm a little slow on the uptake tonight. Yep, absolutely.
So what was your favorite moment during the whole night?
For this last dinner party, I have to say my favorite moment was when my cousin got to come down to visit and
Wow,
experience.
you have got to get that laid down way better. That was also in the promo. You have a hard time. You always say that and then you stop. You go, my favorite part was when my cousin got to come down from. And you're like, can you just not pause in the middle of that sentence?
I was
What the
looking
hell is the deal with you?
Angry cowgirl.
But listen, in the promo,
You of you read that. Oh my god.
in the promo, I even have it in the promo where you're going, yes, I'm so happy everybody got to come down here, and I was like, I'm like, are you kidding? Even Jim's like,
because the Jim jumps in and then everybody else is jumping in. I didn't get to finish my sentence.
you have to, yeah, but that pause for some reason, you can't put the rest of anything behind the word come without a pause. You're like, well, I asked her if she could come over and see. And you're like, it's like, why are you doing that?
Oh,
Why are you doing that?
That's where your mind goes.
No, that's where your pause stays.
Oh, because when I'm pausing, I was looking at a comment that Pogo Loco put in there.
I mean, I can just hear you calling the kids in for dinner. Kids, come in here right now.
For dinner.
I'll get. Wow, your mom's so cool.
Yeah. So everybody's thinking, "Oh, come."
You just got to take that pause and make it like not even shorter. Just put it at the end of the sentence. Just like take out the pause, move it where the period goes, and then jam the other word up in there. You know what I mean? I'm so glad my cousin got to come down and visit me. See, that's a normal sentence. I'm so glad my cousin got to come down and visit me. I'm so glad my cousin got to come down and visit me.
I was looking at what was going on in the chat room. Stop.
Oh my heavens.
Oh, crap, I don't do that all the time. But no, that was my favorite part because she came down for a couple of days, and so we actually got to spend some time together, and it was fun before the party.
Now, does she come down and see all the time, or just once a year?
This was just kind of, she does come down in the winter, but it's very rare that she gets here, because of snowstorms and, because she's on one end of Lake Superior, I'm on the other, so travel is not the best. So it was just perfect how the timing of everything came together. The weather, was good, and she had a stat holiday, so she had Monday off. So it was nice that she was able to come for a visit. Is that better, John?
Yeah. You gotta get her. You just gotta get her a boat so she can drive across Lake Superior.
No, I go across the ice is more like it. We got ice on the lake. It's crazy. So yeah, that was my favorite. But I think in years past, my other favorite was the first time that my Aunt Diane actually came to one of the girls' dinner parties and was sitting there telling stories about her dating nightmares that she had.
Oh, we gotta get her into that next year. So tell me, Diane, what's the worst date you've ever had?
Oh, she's got quite a few stories about her.
I met this fella. We were dating for 2 days, and I found out he didn't have a wiener.
No, I don't think it'd be anything like that. She's just crazy people that she dates. Well, I think she shared that story with you about the guy that she dated, and he was so bold to buy some,
Yep.
I don't know, edible underwear or lingerie or I don't know what.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's start off the conversation.
Oh, I had fun. And
Yeah.
plus, trust me, anybody that walks in that room, I automatically assume. This is one time assumption works, people. Yes.
I don't know
Assume you
where
have assume you have no conceivable knowledge what these women will say to you. Expect them to say the most insane thing, and then you're fine. You're fine.
then you'll be okay.
Do you
But it-
conceive what I may possibly say?
I already know that whatever you're going to say, you're going to try to really, really take it there, Steve. You're just going to take it there.
I do, because I'm so spontaneously funny.
Yes. I'm laughing my ass off now.
I think you're confusing ass twitching and hoping Steve gets off the air.
Oh, I don't want. Oh, I love having you on the air, Steve. Sit down.
On.
Sit. Yeah. He flips me.
Edible pantries ruins your appetite. Oh,
Pantries.
panties. Oh, typo.
That's like pasties or pasties. You gotta
Yeah.
say.
So how in the world did you turn that into pantry?
There was that. It says pantries.
Oh my
And
God! It does say pantries.
And you thought I was having a moment. No, my money had a typo.
Okay, well, I'm sitting there going, how'd you get pantry out of Okay, he put pantry. Okay.
And for everybody that's in the chat room, thanks for hitting the like button, by the way.
Yes, appreciate it. Much appreciated.
That does help quite a bit. Honestly, it does. So we appreciate that. So yeah, so another year has come and gone for the girls' dinner party. I'm reading something in the chat room. What the heck?
You got to read it out loud. Reading it to yourself doesn't work.
Well, I can't even see. Miss B has one of those snow effers. Individual who drives you around in inclement weather. Did I read that
No.
right?
In other words, what he's saying is it's a chauffeur, but he put snow in front, so it's a
Oh, snow.
snow fur. There you go.
Oh, okay. Because you lack winter driving skills, a road-worthy vehicle, or you prefer to get picked up at the curb by a warm car that's already has its windows scraped. Yeah, I'm gonna go with curb service. Thank you.
It beats the hell out of four. Beats the hell out of 4 in the morning. Going, can't you
Yeah.
just call? Can't you just call in?
Can I not go in today? Yeah, that's never
Because
happened.
we all know in certain places like where you live and where I live,
Yeah.
people will say, "Well, you've got a snow thrower," and you go, "Yeah, but it's -10." You go, "So, yeah, they don't start a lot of times at -10."
Yeah.
You go to pull and it doesn't even pull normal.
It says don't do that.
yeah, that's when you just get the shovel and go, "This is gonna suck."
Yep. Oh yeah.
I brush off the whole car, get the car off,
Mhm.
everything off of it. Then I'll dig back 4 feet behind, just
Yeah.
literally just behind it. Back it up to 4 feet, dig another 4 feet, back it up, and I'll get it touched to the end of the driveway. And she'll be like, "You're not going to shovel the driveway? I've got it to the end of the driveway. That's all you need to get out." Gonna have some coffee and chill, and I'll get back to this around 9.
Yeah. Nothing says worse than just work early in the morning before you have to go to work. Just
Oh,
saying.
I know. I mean, and especially if you're off that day, and it's like, wait, you're going in at 4? What's that got to do with me? Well, I can't get out. Well, what am I going to do about it? Shovel? Why do I have to shovel? You're up. You shovel.
Nope. Usually I'm shoveling the path to my car. I'm doing the penis work.
Ooh,
Below 30 and my. Okay. See, distracted again. I'm not gonna read that one out loud in the chat room. You have to read it for yourself, people.
yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. So that's it. Another year in the books. Are you looking forward to doing this again next year?
Yeah, I have fun. we just got to get our topic lined up. I'm gonna put an email address for you this time. I'm gonna put your own email address because the bombardment is. I mean, in the very beginning, it's like funny stuff. Everyone wants to be cutesy and funny and all that. So I'll toss out probably 50 to 100 things. They will stick this in your okay. There's all that stuff there. You got to filter through all that.
Oh yeah.
And then you start getting you'll get like 3 1 week, 2 1 week. You'll get 1 week. Another week you might get 3 or 4. Another way, people just they procrastinate. Then towards the end they hear you talking about it on the show, and they'll start going, oh, I gotta really get my stuff. So the last 3 weeks you're like, gosh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then comes the final. I have to start a few. I mean, I start within a week of the show. I begin cutting stuff up, and that's a long week. That is a long week.
Yeah, it is. So, do I get to have my girl in the promo again this year? Next year?
I have a clip, but it won't be. I have a clip, but it won't be a clip that's she sent. She's not going to be in your promo.
No.
I can't afford it.
So sad. I know.
I can't afford it.
I am sad because she was one of the people that I thought did an amazing job, and she was such a trooper.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be like, "Here, put a bird cage on your head. All right. Here, stick a fish in your mouth. All right."
She
Just
super
doing all
troop.
kinds of goofy things.
Yep, but no, she's moved on now. She's got other stuff she's doing.
Well, that's good though. I mean, I'm glad, but at the same time, I'm kind of sad because I always looked forward to her.
Yeah, we lost we lost the twins. We lost her. We lost the redhead. I mean, oh yeah, we lost quite a few. Yeah.
Smile Money would be happy about losing the hearing the news about losing the redhead.
Well, I mean, I got quite a few clips. I can maintain a redhead permanently. I mean, she hooked me up with like 52 different clips. I could just rotate them over and over and over and over and over. Eventually you'll forget that clip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I have plenty. I have plenty of the redhead.
That's Smile Money though. He might not forget.
No, he won't forget. Okay, Dottie, what is the deal? What is the deal, huh? Okay, you already went outside. You've eaten. Everything's good. Chill.
She's like, I want attention.
You want to come up here and say hi? Come on. Okay, there you
That's
go.
that's so funny.
There you go. There you go.
Like, oh, okay, just a little scratch. Just
There
lump.
you go. Yep. See, here's the problem. She starts wiggling, getting caught she's caught on the cords. It's like, oh my god. Chill. Are you sniffing the mic? Why are you sniffing the mic?
He's sniffing the mic. That's so funny.
Now, listen. Earlier today, I saw a squirrel. I saw a squirrel. There you go.
Even the dog has squirrel moments.
Yeah. You just tell her, and she's gone. She's like, I will protect you. She's down there at the door. She's down there right now at the doors, and she'll run back and forth she'll get in the curtains, look out the window, and go, "Where's the squirrel? Where is it?
Where is it? You said I was here. Where is it?"
Yeah, she's a trip. All right, so
Yes.
when do we think we're gonna have a topic?
Our topic for next week, I didn't get a chance to tell you this before we went on air, will be the weirdest, funniest names of cities.
Oh my heavens!
That should be something fun.
I can already tell you that.
I can tell. Oh, I'm saving mine. I've already started looking at some of these today.
Well, I mean,
had an idea, and I'm like,
there's a company that used it in their advertisement for the last year.
oh,
Preparation H used it. They found a town somewhere called Keister.
Easter. Yes, I
And
remember.
they were doing all kinds of things. Here, I'm the sheriff. Here in Keister, I protect this, I protect that, I protect. And if I'm good talking about this Keister, you should be okay putting Preparation in each and yours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, just a side note.
Smile Money just wrote intercourse, blue bell, bird in the hand. I have no idea.
I don't know where that
Blue ball.
conversation.
Oh, I'll bet those are probably crazy town names or something. I'll bet that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I thought he was just having like this.
All together, it's like, what the hell?
We're joined by naughty stalker Steve.
That's Soccer Steve. Hell, there is a place called Hell in Canada.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's
I
just
remember-
fun.
And it freezes over.
Yes. So yeah, that's going to be our topic for next week. I think it'll be kind of fun to talk about that. So I'm sure everybody in the chat room will be chiming in with their places, cities, towns, what have you.
Oh yeah, it'll be a blast.
I didn't know that, Gun Wild. There's a Hell, California too. Interesting. Idaho has a place called Sick Poo.
But that's
local.
but that's next week's show. We can't do it now.
We can't do it now.
No.
So that's what's on tap for next week's show. So that should be a fun topic.
Yeah, it will. We'll have a good time. We'll just laugh.
We'll find some really interesting names, I'm sure, that we'll come across.
I have a funny feeling you'll gravitate more towards the ones that make you blush.
Yeah, but well, let's try not to make it explicit again. I can't have like 5 of these in a row.
Well,
I heard
no,
calling you like
no,
John.
but remember
No.
now. But remember now, if it's the name of a town and it appears on a map, they can't give you any crap for it.
Right. Wow. Just lost that. I was like, hey, that's something and it's gone. Welcome to being over 50 and you can't remember shit. Mm-hmm. Okay then.
Christine Squirrel just died.
It did! My squirrel died!
She said, "Squirrel moment." Oh my God, he died. Well, that was sad.
It's all I got. It's not much. Oh, now I remember. Squirrel. This is like off topic about girls' party, but John, later on next month, when the Motley Crue movie comes out, I'm sorry. Gotta talk about it. And I'm gonna see if Wendy will join us that night.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Because it's our boys and all. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the movie. I read the book.
They might be your boys, but they're not my boys.
You don't have any boys. You don't even show me hardly any boys in the promo.
Because I don't like writing the ads. If you got an awesome set of pets and want to flex them on
Jim's
kids,
right.
yes, no, I'm not writing the ads.
Jim's right. You're just too scared.
I am a skid.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
All right, so 1:30. It's been an hour and 30 minutes. We got anything else we got to go?
Nope, I don't have anything else other than to say thanks everybody that listened live last week. That was absolutely amazing. Thanks everybody that joined us tonight that's listening live. Thanks to everybody in the chat room. We got Boondockers, Poco Loco. We've got Steve Not Stalker, Steve Smile Money, Gun Wild. Pre-Dawn was in there earlier. And let's see, who else did we have in there that was in there earlier? J-Dog, Jolson. And anybody else that I may have forgotten, thank you very much for joining us in the chat room. Thanks to everybody listening live. And thanks to the shower people that will be downloading. And John's eyes are up here.
She loves her shower boys.
I do. I like my shower peoples. So that's it. So everybody have a good night and a good week ahead of you. And hopefully we'll see you back next week for weirdest, funniest names of cities.
We're out of here.